Hello, this is Robert, and this is my vlog. Welcome. Um, so today I'm going to talk about sobriety. Nah, just kidding. I'm going to talk about harm reduction. So I'd been drinking alcohol for 40 years, roughly, on and off. I would take a break here and there, a year, 6 months, 4 years. So it hasn't been straight through, but I would definitely classify myself as an alcoholic. I believed in it. I was a true believer. I had the ism of alcohol. And anyway, last year on this time, the third week of January, I got COVID. And so I quit drinking. And I noticed within a day or two, the chronic pain that I had in my left ankle went away. And so I thought, maybe, maybe this is a good time to stop. And the thing about alcoholics, addicts in general, but in my case, we're just the best storytellers. We can tell ourselves a story. We can tell other people's stories. They might even be believable. We believe them. It all makes sense, which is just bizarre, but it all makes sense in our head. Anyhow, um, a few days after, maybe a few weeks after I quit, my wife told me about this product. It's called Feel Free, and it's a combination of Kava Kava and Kratom. And so I started taking it, and I took the suggested half bottle um, dosage. But eventually, I worked my way up to a bottle of it, and I liked it. I liked the feeling. I just felt relaxed. Um, I liked that I had leverage over alcohol because if you take this, you can't take alcohol, or it can kill you. So it's powerful in that sense. Combining it, combining kava kava and kratom and another strong drug is not advisable, and it can be very, very dangerous. There have been people who have died from taking kava kava and kratom and alcohol and marijuana. I don't know about Feel Free. I don't think it's been pinned on them, but there are risks with the ingredients in this, and so you have to be very, very mindful of what you're doing when you're taking it. I i knew about that. I knew about the risks, but I figured it was a better risk than continuing to drink and make poor decisions and be hungover and yada yada yada. So then a few months later, I found this beer, this non-alcoholic beer, Athletic, and it looks like beer, it tastes like beer, it just doesn't have alcohol in it. So between these two products, I had a smooth transition away from alcohol because I kind of think at this point I would have been back drinking already. I would have come up with some story about why it's not that bad or how this time is different, that I'll moderate it, blah, blah, blah. I am not really good at moderation. Well, I guess what I want to say is that if we examine, if we have the space because of reducing the amount of harm that we're doing ourselves, we're not just reducing the harm on our body, we're reducing the harm on our mind, and we're giving ourselves space to begin to look at our values and our habits and what we focus on. And that's what I realized in this past year is that ultimately, to do some things, I've got to leave other things behind. And there's a lot that I still want to get done in the next 30 years. And maybe it's just a lesson that as we get older, we learn. But I think it's a lesson that you can learn when you're young. And anyway, that's about all I want to share with you today. If you have thoughts or comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. If you found this helpful, you can like it, subscribe to the channel, and we might have a video over here. I'm going to do a review of Feel Free. Yeah, I think that's good. Anyhow, if you're struggling now, just know that you don't really have to struggle. But even when you are, it's not a bad thing. It builds character. It it's helpful. Anyway, have a good day. Take care of yourself, and here's to your freedom and my freedom as well.